Good morning, class. Okay, before you sit down, let's have a short prayer first. Amen. Again, good morning, grade 6. Okay, before you sit down, kindly arrange your chairs and pick up the pieces of paper around your seat. Very good. You may now sit down. Before we start, I want to discuss to you our classroom rules. So, number 1, raise your hand to ask questions. So, if you want to ask something, all you have to do is raise your hand. Number 2, listen carefully when somebody else is speaking. Number 3, be polite and say please and thank you. And then number 4, if you want to go to the bathroom, all you have to do is raise your hand and form a letter C. And lastly is listen carefully and learn a lot. So before we start, let's check first your attendance. If once I call your name, all you have to do is say present. Do you understand? Very good. So, okay. Joelyn, Cole, very good. No one is absent for today. Are you ready to learn? Handa na po bang matuto? Ay, parang walang energy. So, tumayo nga po ang lahat at tayo ay sasayaw. Are you ready? May energy na po ba? Very good. We may now start with our class for today. Before we proceed with our new lesson, who can still remember our previous lesson? Okay? Very good. It is all about the geographical coordinate system. Okay, seems like you all are ready to learn something new today. Pero bago tayo magsimula, meron akong inihandang gawain. Handa na ba kayo? So, the activity is called Arrange the Puzzle. All you have to do is arrange the puzzle pieces to form a picture. You will be divided into 5 groups. So, each group must work together to arrange the puzzle and guess what is in the picture. Are you ready? If that's so, you may now start. Are you done? Are you ready to learn? If that's so, let us start. Are you ready to learn? If that's so, let us start. Let's explore the geographical features of the Philippines. So, the Philippines is an island country of Southeast Asia in the Western Pacific Ocean. It is an archipelago that consists of around 7,107 islands. Why do you think Philippines is considered as an archipelago? Very good, because it is composed of many islands. The country can be grouped geographically into 3 major island groups: the Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Okay, so Luzon, which makes up 47% of total land area, is the largest group located in northern part of the country. Mindanao, the second largest group situated in south, it encompasses 34% of the total land area, while the Visayas consists of smaller island positioned between Luzon and Mindanao, accounting for the remaining 19% of the land area. Did you know that the Philippines belong to the Pacific Ring of Fire because there are numerous volcanoes in the country, 53 of which are frequently active volcanoes. The most recent volcanic eruption occurred at Taal Volcano in early 2020, impacting around 736,000 individuals in Calabarzon, Central Luzon, and the National Capital Region. Let's go back. Long ago, on July 16, 1990, one of the most powerful and devastating earthquakes in the Philippine history occurred in Central Luzon. The earthquake epicenter is near Cabanatuan City, which measured about magnitude 8.0. This event is referred to as the Killer Earthquake, which caused significant destruction and loss of life in Baguio and several other cities in Central Luzon. Now, let us proceed with the landforms and water bodies in the Philippines. So let's start with landforms. The first one is an island. An island is a land formation surrounded by water. It may be flat or mountainous. It is a group of islands that is called an archipelago. That is why the Philippines is considered as an archipelago, because it is composed of many islands. So here is an example of an island. The next one is a plain. A plain is a wide stretch of flat land. It is suitable for planting various crops such as rice and corn. So, in a plain, usually people build their homes and build different infrastructures. The widest plain can be found in Central Luzon. That is why it is known for being the rice granary in the country. In the Visayas, the plain can be found in Panay and Negros. And in Mindanao, the wide plains are found in Cotabato, Davao, and Agusan. So the next one is valley. A valley is a flat, stretched land that can be found between two mountains. This area is also suitable for planting. So the biggest valley in the country can be found in Cagayan, which is the Cagayan Valley. And then we have the plateau. A plateau is a flat stretch of land on top of the mountain. This is suitable for tending animals that are in need of cool temperature. It is also ideal for plants that do not need much water. The plateaus around the country are found in the Mountain Province, Benguet, Ifugao, Kalinga, Payao in Luzon. The next one is mountain ranges. A mountain range is a series of mountains connected to a high ground, often forming a long chain. The Philippines has many mountain ranges. This serves as natural barriers to typhoons. So one of the example of mountain range in the Philippines is the Sierra Madre. The next one is mountain. A mountain is a large landform that rises prominently above its surrounding terrain. It is a land formation that reaches 1,000 meters or more in height. There are many big and small mountains found in the Philippines. Mount Apo in Davao is the country's highest mountain. It is estimated to be 2,954 meters high. And then we have volcano. A volcano is a vent on the outer crust of the earth. In time, it may spill lava from under the earth. One of the most impressive volcanoes in the country is the Mayon volcano, which is known for its perfect cone shape. On the other hand, Taal volcano in Batangas is the smallest volcano in the country, and it is active. Although volcano may pose a threat to its immediate environment once erupts, it presents also benefits in everything around it. It is rich of source of minerals like sulfur and limestone. And then we have hill. A hill is a land formation that is smaller than a mountain. Chocolate Hills in Bohol is the most popular group of hills in the country. Now, let's continue with the water bodies in the Philippines. So the first one is lake. A lake is a body of water surrounded by land. There are many lakes found in the Philippines. And water in a lake is a fresh water. So, fishes you can find in lake are hito or catfish, dalag, tilapia, and ayungin. Some of the examples of lake in the Philippines are Taal Lake and Lanao Lake. And we have channel. A channel is a wide body of water found between islands. This is to be crossed in order to move from one island to another. Example of the channels that are found in the country are Babuyan Channel in northern Luzon. We also have waterfall. Waterfalls fall from high places. So the water comes from a high place. Some examples of falls that can be found in the Philippines is Tinago Falls in Iligan City, and Katibawasan Falls in Camiguin, and Pagsanhan Falls in Laguna. The next one is bay. A bay is a body of water partially enclosed by land but in a wide mouth, providing access to the sea. Bays are often known for their calm water and can be ideal locators for harbor and ports. Some example of bay is the Manila Bay. And then the next one is strait. It is a narrow body of water which separates two large landforms. For example, is San Juanico Strait, which is found between Samar and Leyte. This is the narrowest strait in the Philippines. And then the next one is Gulf. This is a part of the ocean and can be found in the opening of the sea. This can be used as a port for sea vessels. For example, in Lingayen, they have the Lingayen Gulf near Pangasinan and the Ragay Gulf near Camarines Norte. And then we also have the river. The river is a wide body of water that flows toward the sea. It has fresh water, so some fishes harvested from the rivers are freshwater fishes. Example of rivers in the Philippines are Cagayan River, which is the longest and largest river in the Philippines, Pasig River, a river that can be seen in a city. And then we have spring. This is the smallest body of water. The water comes from beneath the ground and can be either hot or cold. Hot spring can be found in areas near volcanoes. Most of hot spring resorts are located at the foot of Mount Makiling, which is an inactive volcano. And another example is Bukal ng Bundok, Makiling. Now, did you learn? Do you have any questions? And if clarification? If that's so, we'll have an activity. So the class will be divided into 3 groups. Each group will be given different activities. Okay, for the group 1, your activity is find and label it. So the students will be given a map of the Philippines. All you have to do is identify where or which are the 3 major islands in the Philippines. And for the group 2, your activity is called Name It. For the mechanics, I will give you different pictures of landforms and water bodies in the Philippines. And then you need to identify what kind of landform and water bodies it is. Like for example, volcano, mountain, strait, or spring. You must work together to finish the task. Then for the group 3, your activities pick, draw, and describe. You will be given a chance to pick at least 3 geographical features of the Philippines. All you have to do is to draw it, identify the place, and briefly describe it. You must work together to finish the task. Are you done? Are you sure? Okay. If that's so, you may now share to us your activity. Did you learn something today? Do you have any questions? Any clarifications? If that's so, let's have a quick quiz first. Are you done? Who got the highest score? Very good. And now for your assignment, all you have to do is do a DIY scrapbook. So direction, make your own scrapbook using recyclable materials found at home. For the mechanics, choose at least 8 major geographical features of the Philippines. Like for example, mountain, volcano, lake, bay, or plain. And then you have to gather information about this feature, including its location, formation, significance, and interesting facts or historic event in that specific place. You may also include tourist places and list down fun activities, just like you are promoting the place and you must add pictures, or you may cut it out from an old book, or you might ask your parents to print it out for you. Do you understand? Do you have any questions? If that's so, that will be all for today. Goodbye, class!